Welcome to Livechannel Cup and the game between the Russian team Gadshinakov and the Austrian team Sebastian Wunderer in a game in which group, Matthias Magbers?
It's group number D for junior men's, and I should in a while tell you what the conditions are for
this game. Yes,
and the playoffs.
The Russians hasn't done too good in this tournament so far.
They won one game out of 4, but they still have a little bit of chance to go to the playoffs. If they win this game, it will be defended. It will be go down to the draw to the button challenge, last stone draw between Austria, Russia, and maybe Norway, Oppdalsbanken.
But if Sebastian Wunderer, last year's runner-up in Livechannel Cup, if he wins this game, then they are ready for playoff and the Russian teams can go home.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what you need to know before we start this game. We see the traditional handshake, and we also see that it is Russia that has the last rock advantage. Russia playing the yellow stones in this game, and therefore the Austrian team is playing the red stones.
Correct. And last year runner-up, as you said, Austria, they did fantastic job last year, but we haven't seen that edge yet in this competition, so I think it's time for them to step up a little bit if they want to play the final tomorrow.
They need to put their team together. So you have watched a few games with these team before today?
I just seen some stones from those games, and after what I've seen, I think it will be a really good game. It will be close. It will be decided in the 8th end, and of course Austria is a little favorite. It's good for Russia that they have the last stone in the first end.
How important is it to have the last stone in the first end?
It could be really important if the best team have the last rock in the first end and they have a big end and the game is over. So that's not funny.
And we also see how they struggle with their microphones here before the game can start.
Yeah, that was my job to do that, but
you failed, obviously, and have to be punished for that.
And there we had Fredrik Dinkel-Lehmann, who was talking with the Russian skip. Fredrik also promised us that he's going to do some live commentating from the game in the chat window.
We'll see about that while he's playing on the other sheet right now. We also have a few other games on this arena today. We have on sheet 2 Sweden Mayets playing Sweden Right Eyes. 2 teams from this hometown, Härnösand.
Yes, that's a local derby.
And we have Scotland Taylor playing Norwegian Oppdalsbanken on sheet 3. Sheet 4 have Swiss Lottenbauch versus Sweden Gullbring. And sheet 5 Norway Nepstad playing Poland Janowski. And finally sheet 6 Sweden Zip Up playing Estonia Pell. Okay, the game is on. We have a corner guard played from Austria. This is strange. Austria seems to have played the first rock. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, it's Russia who have the hammer.
Russia has the hammer. It was wrong on the scoreboard.
No, it was right on the
oh, sorry. It's I who need coffee, probably. We'll see if someone can fix that for us.
And we see again a little bit of heavy draw. We see them a lot during the games, and they get to calibrate their speed.
Сколько был мир? 56 вообще даже вставлять нельзя.
Okay, first player in the Austrian team, Lukas Kirchmeier.
Länge, wow! Wartet! Wo ist er? 7, 8. 9.
We've seen this quite a few times. Players playing a bit too heavy in the beginning of the games, and also we've seen them struggle a bit with the line. We have some straight lines on this sheet, making it difficult sometimes to read the ice. Skip for the Russian team in this game is Timur Gadshikanov, and Alexander Kuzmin is playing the lead for the Russian team.
Больше, зайти.
Поднять!
Фриз, фриз-степ.
Поднять, это очень много.
Степ. Степ. Очень
Саша,
много.
это еще сильнее. Langsam!
So Matthias, you have watched quite a few games on this sheet. Is this the correct amount of ice taken?
Yeah, they said something about langsam too, so I think this is a rather soft takeout, and I think that's correct. And you've seen the Austrian guys have very smooth, nice releases, and that could be a big advantage for them this game.
Why is that a big advantage?
Because when we've seen, I watched this sheet number 1 few games, and there are a few straight spots down the ice, and if you don't have a nice smooth release, it's so easy that you
Push them.
push the stone in the wrong direction. That was also nice to release.
Слабый.
Поднять!
And then it's the stones
Поднять, поднять. Ничего.
is so straight, like this one. Still okay, yeah.
Нормально все. Langsam! Нормально все. Yep. Oh. Yep. Shit. Тот же вес.
Такой же? 8 было. 3-1 почти.
Okay, and Russia here is struggling to get into the first end. They are now facing 2 red stones separated in the house. Wants to build up something where they can either clean the house or build something to take a deuce.
Yeah, that was a good possibility for Russia, I think, to come around that guard that we see Austria using right now. It was
That would have been a better option.
much
yeah.
better. Yeah.
Ну, насколько я понял. Тот же не
So
брал
let's see
право
what
как раз?
Austria can come up to.
And,
Important for Austria to not be too long in this type of shot. Then it's just a helping stone.
Matthias Genner playing his first stone of the game. No line and
Faster.
a bit heavy as well. And now Russia has made it clear their tactics and now using the advice from Matthias Mabers and trying to come around the corner guard.
Вес. Поменяться можно. Поменяться, Миша первый.
No line,
Внимательно. Линия есть.
but the weight looks far much better.
Миша, свип. Пошел, давай, тащи. Саша, помоги,
Pretty
помоги.
good line. Picked up some curl and this is good play stone.
Пораньше надо, парни, чуть-чуть. Нормально. А он в доме красный?
So what would be the call now from Austria?
I think they have to play the shoot their own red onto the yellow. Could be the call that it's only 2 meters.
They call for the freeze
Yeah,
instead.
that's okay.
Можно еще
It's,
послабее, найдем.
in the first end,
В принципе.
it's okay. Let's see if they can make it.
It's an aggressive call, is it?
It is an aggressive call, and we like that for sure.
Может, чуть послабее бы был, он бы хорошо залез там туда. Но он торчит.
Maybe they felt we know the ice here and we have the speed.
So, well played.
Yeah, well played.
Не так, конечно.
Bit heavy again.
And this give a good opportunity for Russia to get two yellow stones in the house and make it really difficult for Austria to take them away. They could split the house right now. Maybe that would be the best.
Ну ничего страшного. Свой
Third player
подпадет, можно остаться лучше.
Third player in Russia,
Хорошо.
Alexei Kulikov. They have changed their lineup before this game. I tried to talk with a Russian coach, but it turned out that his and my English didn't match together.
Ехал шире и закрыл.
Good attempt. Give Austria a chance for double takeout, but they gotta watch out for a few things here.
Приехал боком.
It's redstone and
Med de mittlarna.
back of the house.
Все уже, мои броски.
You gotta watch out so the yellow one doesn't stop at that.
Блин, отстой. Двойной скролл может получиться даже. С роллом будет бить, это пойдет. Ну и хер с ним, если он в ролл попадет, то... Ну зато если он не очень в ролл попадет.
You can see
И попадет в этот.
straight away that the Austrian team is very well prepared, play a lot of tournaments together, good communication. They know what they're gonna do a bit in special moments when the stones are set up in special ways. And very cool.
We talked about the mental game in the last game. You can already here see that the Austrian team seems to be on top of the Russian team. A bit more secure in their decisions.
Yeah.
And so close.
He played that very soft. I think that was strange.
Less ice and a bit harder would have been better.
I for sure like that.
Das ist ja gar nichts kalt.
Да, давай подальше. Да, у него ролл будет
Für den ausgedruckt, oder?
Что поставить?
Okay, 3 more rocks to play in this first end. 2 for Russia and 1 for Austria.
Сколько? 13?
Wise skip in the Russian team is
Один, что было?
Alexei Kulikov and skip, and in the hack right now Timur Gachikanov.
Чуть шире вес.
And the sweepers start to sweep
Поменяйтесь.
at once.
Внимательно, парни. Вес есть.
The weight looks pretty good.
Линию ждать.
Внимательно.
Свип.
Надо, парни. Свип. Линия отличная. Свип. Давай,
Good
давай,
sweep.
тащи, тащи, тащи. Давай,
You're
давай,
impressed?
давай. Воу.
Well played
Воу.
and
Воу.
well judged by the sweeper as well.
Блин,
that's
типа
a
под руку-то говоришь.
Lovely shot.
Я вообще не добавлял.
And a lot of pressure now on the Sebastian Wunderer.
And now we see that red stone that we talked about a few moments ago. It's still in the way and making big trouble for
Ладно, не давай.
Austria.
Ja, weil wenn wir da angehen und offen liegen, dann können sie leicht reinschreiben. Er sieht den?
Нет,
А
хорошо,
langsam.
пресс.
Ja.
Сюда трудно его поймать.
Ну да. Он лучше не сделает. Если даже сделать, лучше он открыт будет. Ну, хоть чуть-чуть.
Ну да.
А может еще вообще классно сделать. Шире выкинуть.
Could be a possibility for Russia to go for 3.
Mit dem Roll. Ah, langsam.
And Austria have to just to focus on to keep it for only 2. Even if they make this perfect, it really doesn't matter. It's the same
Мне казалось, чуть больше.
type of shot for Russia.
Поэтому я оставил.
A draw for a deuce.
Or maybe 3.
Выкину. Back.
Oh, is this the last stone for?
Yes,
Okay.
just
Oh, my
you
fault.
also need coffee.
Yeah.
We all do,
Oops.
but nobody is serving us coffee.
We ordered for 5 minutes ago.
I don't know what happens. Okay, an easy draw for a 2-pointer for the Russian team in the first end.
Den jetzt aber ein bisschen
If
ausschlagen.
they just reach the 8-foot, it's going to be 2 points.
Yeah, shouldn't be any problem at all. I think both teams play very good this first, and I haven't seen this good curling for a while.
No. Last stone for 2 points.
6 футов. 6 футов.
Timur Gazikanov.
And they know we still get the chance to be in the playoffs, and we're gonna
Хорошо.
do everything we can to make that
6.
happen.
Обязательно 6. Свип. Ну тащи, тащи,
Давай, давай,
тащи,
давай.
Into the
тащи.
8-foot, and it's okay. And yes, they are there. 2 points. And we are getting ready for end 2.
4 фута, наверное, да?
И mir auch, 2 gleich.
4 фута, Гард. Да? Пусть сам шире будет. Ну, кстати, валят здесь более-менее. Ну, вот, по крайней мере, с боковой здесь.
Привет, покажу.
A quick look at the other sheets, and not much news there. We got a single point.
Все, тогда, ладно, давай.
Sitzt halt dahinter.
First rock, and in end 2, where we have Alexander Kuzmin playing a perfect weight to the bottom.
Это сильно. Он просто умер.
Do you think they will remove it, or will they put up a corner guard?
Seems like they will put up a corner guard, and these teams are so good, so it's only one option for them.
75.
The game has developed even in the junior, on the junior side of curling. A few years ago, everybody would remove that rock and play a defense kind of game in the first few ends. Why has that changed?
I think it's the media that is all over curling. Right now, you can see curling in three other different ways on the internet. It's from Canada, it's a big tournament from Switzerland, and it's a big tournament from Sweden. And you can see and watch curling all over. And the tactics has gone a few steps further up.
So you would say it's from the pressure, the audience pressure on the teams to play more offensive curling, or what?
You know, and they have learned more and have listened to a lot of curling and commentators. You can see the commentators as kind of coach, improving the curling. Because we talk about every team needs coach, and every team doesn't have coaches that can discuss the games afterwards. And
here we see a lucky mistake. He ticked the corner guard out and got a center guard instead.
And of course the teams are getting much better. They train more,
and the ice condition is better.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things that affect.
Op plaats. Sava. Yep. Oh, nog länge. Yep. Yep. Fest. Fest. Weiter. Fest, Kette, alles. Weiter. Weiter.
Well swept and well skipped by Sebastian Wunderer. Well played as well by Lucas Kischmeier. But still, this end still belongs to Russia.
It does, and they are in the driving seat big time. Very nice played by Austria.
What do you want to see Russia do now? Put up another guard or get into the house?
Yeah, real close to the house and half bury it behind the guard. Like top 12.
Линия отличная. Линия отличная. Клип. Дом, парни.
Ну где сильно-то? Парни, внимательно.
Good enough, is it?
It's okay, but now it's rather simple for Austria to remove both the yellow stones here. Yes, outside hit, and everything removes. Both guards remove. So it should have been a little bit more difficult for the Austrian guys to take both guards away.
And we have second in the Austrian team, Martin Reichel.
Yep. Yep.
Playing his first stone of the second end. Doesn't get the hit he wants. And a new chance for Russia to do the same stone again. And now play it a bit longer into the house. And we have second player in Russia, Mikhail Vaskov, in the hack.
Похож вес. 8. 8. Больше.
Better weight this time.
Веса больше.
Поднять тогда. Очень.
Perhaps even a bit too long.
Идем в линию.
Фриз. Фристеп.
No
Давай
line.
вес тогда.
Нет конца.
Блять, ну давай в конец говорю, но это нельзя.
And
Сейчас двойной и все.
not a good outcome for Russia.
No, could have been much better. And as we said before, they're struggling with the lines there. Maybe they think it's a little bit more curled than it is.
89. Не, 88.
A possible double and roll out on the 12 foot would be the best outcome for Austria with this stone.
Es gibt denn nicht. Entweder die krallen überhaupt nichts oder sau viel.
Again, you see how they struggle with the line.
Yeah.
Нас прощают очень сильно.
New tactics from Russia. Now they will try to come around the center guard into the 8 foot. And Matthias Marbergs, what do you say about that?
No, that's correct. It's a really good call from Skip. And right now the stone in the house is not even, it's totally open, so they gotta make a...
Why is getting into the 8 foot better than a guard?
No, it can't be any longer than 8 foot. It gotta be shorter, so 8 foot is the maximum. As we can see right now, they are very happy with this. That's much better than getting to 8 foot, in my opinion right now. It could have been a little bit longer, maybe top 12, top red. Because now it's get a little bit easier to take both yellows. And there's only one shot for Austria right now.
And that's to remove the two guards.
Maybe he's a little bit worried because the top yellow, if they take both, it's gonna head off to against the red. If that's why he's don't play that shot, I'm not sure, but else there's only one shot. So a little strange they don't play that.
Hit and roll off is the call. It's a possible double, but that's not the main goal. Close, and this doesn't put Austria in any better position.
No. Now it's a really good setup for
a steal of at least one.
Yeah.
Он
Но я боюсь,
свалится.
что он не довалит сюда.
А не хочешь
And now
за
it's
красный?
top 8 is a
За
really
красный.
good call.
Второй лучше.
Куда? Сюда?
Ну куда-нибудь да.
Зачем?
Oh, they can't change side now, can
No,
they?
Можно
no.
опять закрыть.
That would be
Можно
a
гард просто.
Stupid.
Да, давай
Yeah.
закроем.
Просто
a
сюда
guard
не довалит.
or get into the house from the same side as they have been working on all this end would be the
Exactly.
correct.
Какой закину? Слабее чуть.
Вес.
We got the third player in
Внимательно, нельзя в дом.
the Austrian team, Matthias Genner, and we have the third player position in the Russian team, Alexei
Это сеть.
Kulikov,
О,
who
поднять,
plays
всё,
the
вообще
rock right
поднять.
now.
Фриз,
They
фриз.
want a
На фриз,
bit
давай,
more
давай,
curl,
давай. Тащи, тащи на фриз.
and this is going to be a freeze instead. A freeze is good as well, isn't it, Matthias?
Плохо. Может,
Yes,
20
very good.
сделать?
Could have been curled a little
Ну,
bit
блядь,
more,
говно.
but that's okay.
Можно сюда было.
It's hard to remove both of the yellow stones now, and
На фриз хотя бы сыграть.
Sebastian Wunderer is looking for
Берет их, они прям вообще не рвут.
move the two center guards instead.
Ему два выжил.
Clean up the guard soon to make it easier for him to play his rocks later on in this end.
You should have played this stone, the last shot.
Looking good. Well played by third player Matthias Genner.
Гард.
And we are down to the skip rocks in the second end.
Yeah, important shots for Russia. If they can
все равно все
put this guard in a good position, they have a very good possibilities to steal.
Понятно.
С 8?
Да. Гард. Ну, что, сколько? Куда? 25. Ну, можно даже 26. Да? Как бы главное, чтобы 25.
And this is the last round in round robin,
26 хорошо.
where the group winner will go straight to the semi-final tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, live here in Livechannel Cup, and the second and third position in each group will play the quarterfinals tonight.
Correct.
And finally, the final tomorrow at 11 o'clock will decide who will win 12,000 Swedish kroner.
До конца.
Yeah.
Сам
Big
до конца.
money.
The runner-up will get 8,000, and the third team will get 4,000 kroner.
A lot of money.
A lot of money for these teams.
And a very nice guard from the Russian skip.
Потому что
Perfect placed.
Three more rocks to play
Da,
for
Tackling aufgefunden.
in this second end.
чтобы выбить, да, грубо говоря,
Sebastian Wunderer needs to get down on these two stones on the forefoot
Ниже поставим, он упадет еще больше. он
and at
пробьет.
least separate them a bit.
один бросался, конечно. Не, ну
Нет,
так тоже
так
хорошо.
пойдет.
Просто так есть, видишь, так есть маза. Риск привести. Ему только надо было ему...
Пусть везет.
Да, но ему с другой стороны надо бы, по идее.
What weight do you think he should play here?
Надо было раньше ему.
А с другой стороны, как хорошо
Hack
туда
weight
часовой
or more?
Look like
тоже
heck
потом
weight.
не достать.
Бля, что холодно.
I don't like this call, really. Okay, he's here almost half the stone, yeah.
Eine Heckling da aufgefunden.
What would you have seen instead?
Maybe he should just peel the guard, then he makes sure he have a draw to the forefoot to get the point.
Сколько кинул, не сказали?
If he doesn't make this one perfect, he
Это
could be
отношения, я даже, честно говоря, не...
tough to get some points.
Не, просто интересно понять, что когда он садится хотя бы.
Очень
But he's
слабо
playing
лежит,
with
безумно
lots of
слабо.
confidence.
Видишь, он действительно приехал вообще.
It's possible to,
It will be close to the guard.
yeah. Oh, this is too slow. Oops. Yeah, maybe they don't have a shot.
Так, у него есть подвоз.
So what can the Russian team do now?
They can guard the other side.
По идее, надо открыть.
That's the best shot. They don't have to go that far either. They
Там
can just
войник не будет.
And an aggressive
Тоже пас.
call would be to make the draw up to the top of the 8 foot.
Можно гард, конечно.
around the guard, yeah, maybe, and they could tap their best shot a little bit.
Есть.
That could be a good call.
Ну-ка, посмотри, сколько почти.
The top yellow, if they come around the guard and tap that a little bit longer, then they forcing, but then they have the draw.
Давай.
If they put up the guard, they don't have the draw. They have to maybe play on their own stone with a hit and roll. That's also difficult. But I think the guard is the best option here.
Yeah, I think they made the call now to draw to the top of the 8 foot, and that would be a pretty easy.
That's
Double.
okay. That's okay. But if
Короче, парень, смотрите.
If they make the guard instead, it's harder to reduce.
yeah, it is.
It's possible to reduce to just to steal one if they make this shot perfect.
Yeah, but if exactly. But if they do the top 8, they are sure they're going to steal one, I believe.
Можно гард, я вес кину такой же. Главное линию прикрыть.
But they can't be too. They got to make sure they're not too long.
Last stone for the Russian skip, Timur Gadshikanov. And then Sebastian Wunderer has one more rock to play in the second end. No line so far. Got to keep it alive now. This is going to be a guard.
No, that's
Take it as far as possible, I'd say. But That's okay.
Чуть-чуть не довалил.
And I don't see any way in for the Austrian team now.
They can play on their own.
Hit and roll.
Я почему 6 футов тоже не хотел, потому что шел шире и отстой. Там тройник может быть. Поэтому я уже решил города оставить. Ну, мы терли. Надо просто пораньше взять.
That's a shot where they had nothing to lose. The hit and roll call.
Но стрёмно было то, что он дон сильно заедет, поэтому.
И пораньше боялся, что...
But they are going to find
The port.
between the two yellow guards.
And then they have backing too, so that's if there's support. So we saw again the Russian stone was very straight, didn't curl much at all. And they had need maybe a couple of inch more to be sure.
They should have kept on brooming
Yeah,
the last few meters.
and that port is rather big, if you see in this point of view.
Либо через гард.
Okay, last stone in the second end. Sebastian Wunderer for 1 point.
Резать бэком, там он стоит прямой.
Important shot, and it's look rather good. Got to curl a little bit more.
Here comes the curl. Is it enough? It is enough. Perfect. Well played by Sebastian Wunderer. And from my point of view, it's a red point.
I said yellow. I think yellow.
From your point of view, it's a yellow.
Дай посмотрю.
But very good stone from Sebastian.
He saved the end for the Austrian team.
Нет, Тим, померим,
And I
померим.
think they have to measure this one.
Maybe we can
Yes.
see our boss of the boss.
Andreas Prytz. Is he out on the ice? Yeah, he will come.
Now we look forward to that.
We have a replay.
Ooh,
Wasn't much room there. But they did it.
yeah.
Überhaupt sind keine Anti-Sled. Was glaubst?
Sebastian Wunderer and vice skip Matthias Genner. And let's see if we have someone who will do this measuring. I don't see anyone
Где залив?
on their way in. And why is that?
Can someone in the cafeteria scream out?
Andreas Prytz down to sheet 1, please.
Can't we make it ourselves?
I'm not sure, I don't know.
Я думаю, пусть он лучше
Can
так
we do it
останется,
for ourselves?
пусть он полезет в эту дырку, чем двойник бьет.
Let's see if anyone
Тимми приехал, потом сказал, что там...
will wake up.
Появился двойник. Так, конечно, надо было отпускать.
Over there.
Hello.
And now he starts moving.
Andreas, is it Andreas?
Yes, he starts moving from the secretary.
He's just sitting there drinking coffee all the time.
Oh, it's boring that it has to be that way.
It is.
Sometimes you want to see some kind of...
There he is. Hurry!
Jeder hat mit einer Guard zufangen.
Can someone tell him to hurry? Oh.
There's going to be more games tonight.
Now, when he at least gets something to do, he's just sitting there.
He's reading.
Bisschen offensiv gespielt,
I'm going to go tell him.
aber ich glaube, das ist in seiner
Oh.
Matthias Genner is taking care of this problem himself.
Yeah.
He's getting the measuring stick and he's going to do measuring
Andreas Prytz has
himself.
done it again.
It's moving again. I saw him moving back now, so let's see if we can do something constructive today.
Probably not.
Probably not, no. But this is what curling is all about.
Yeah,
Take care of yourself.
Das Loch ist früher.
The games will be decided on the ice by the team members, not by any
and
referee or...
so-called referee. He's not educated anyway, so it was
No.
better this way.
This is probably for the best. Let's zoom in on this clock and see We want the overview camera again to see the clock,
Yeah,
but
well-
it's too late now.
There it is.
The producers aren't with us today either.
No one is. He's doing the old trick, standing above the measurement.
This is routine. We're looking at routine right now.
Matti?
13 and a bit.
Ja, was ist da? Er kann
Oh, maybe Andreas has to be there.
And here he finally comes.
Oh, up close!
Oh, we are so happy to see him.
What a nice view.
А? Вроде наш ближе.
That's it, yellow from the...
Наш.
Das war knapp.
Now red one.
Ja.
Sebastian Wunderer
Yeah.
did what he should.
Yeah, very nice.
Well played from Sebastian Wunderer. And this game is tied after two... No, it's not. Because Russia took a two-pointer in the
Yeah.
first end. So it's 2 points to Russia and 1 to Austria after 2 played ends.
I think Austria are already satisfied with that 1 pointer because they were struggling all that end. Russia was all over them. So what can we expect from the third end, Andreas? I'm the expert, but I'm asking you now.
You turn the table. I guess we will see center guard here from Austria, and I think Russia will come around that and stay in top of the forefoot.
Yeah, we've seen very accurate speeds during this game that we haven't seen before. They seems very...
Lukas Kirchmeier, lead player in the Austrian team. And great sweeping technique from both team as well. But will they get it over the hog line? No. Big disappointment there from Lukas Kirchmeier.
I think that's the first stone that was too slow we've seen for
Haven't
a long
seen
time.
that in all the tournament. But it's a good thing. They have to dare to be short.
Yes, it is.
And this means that Russia, with last rock advantage in this third end, can play a corner guard.
They can. I saw directly that they took too less ice. Too much ice, excuse me, to get the real corner guard.
Подвалить надо подвалить. Вот сюда давай. Чуть дальше будет.
Oh, no, it's getting there. No,
It's getting there. It's perfect.
it is. It's wrong again.
No, not a good start for you in this game. But we can all improve, including Matthias Mabers.
Хорош. Что Тимур сказал?
Now we see Austria puts up a center guard.
Kirchmeier putting a little bit more weight on this stone.
Auf Platz!
11.
Oh!
This one looks better.
Со свипом всей поляны дошел бы.
Der ist jetzt drin, oder?
Да? Со свипом всей поляны начало бы было.
Lass ihn fahren.
A little bit heavy.
Да.
Which means that Russia can go for hit and roll.
Борг!
And if we have a quick look at all the other sheets, we can say it's either tied up, 1-1, or a 1 point lead
Это 0!
on
Это 0! Это
to
слабый!
one team. So
Слабый!
nothing much has happened there.
I can also tell you that we have some important games in Group C also. It's the game between Gullbring and Switzerland. If Gullbring win that game, they have the chance for playoffs. And also the game between Estland, Pell and Sweden Zip Up. It's important. If Pell win that game, they also have chance for playoffs. And if Zip Up win, they are through to playoffs. So it's 4 teams who can play about 3 spots.
Гард.
And on our game, if Austria win, they are through to the playoffs. And if Russia win, probably there will be 3 teams with 2 wins. Austria, Russia, and perhaps Norway Oppdalsbanken if they beat Scotland Taylor. Their Scotland Taylor won all their games, so they are the favorite in that game, but Oppdalsbanken still have an opportunity. And if Oppdalsbanken win and if Oppdalsbanken lose and Russia win, Russia are through directly to the quarterfinals and Austria is out.
And if you just feel confused after what Matthias Norberg just told you, you can go into cuponline.se and click your way through to Livechannel Cup.
Probably they are, yeah.
Read for yourself. Probably for the best.
Thank you, thank you.
Мы не удержим за 7 камней эти +2. Очень много камней. Гард везде. Много? Поменяйтесь. Поменяться. Дом? Да. Давай сюда тогда. Так далеко не будет. Давай. Зайти надо. Зайти, парень, чтобы двойного не было. Ну что, на
Good. I'm impressed of Russia. They played good games. I think it's strange they only win 1 game so far. But you talked with them before the game, and then they did some changes in the lineup.
They have done some serious changes, actually. Alexander Kuzmin played in the 2nd position and now play lead. And we have Alexei Kulikov, who played 1st position, now play 3rd and vice skip. And we have the vice skip and 3rd player now playing 4th and skip.
Okay, so they
big changes.
Yeah, and seems like good. Now they have a good opportunity for an open 2 stones. Tempo, what you call that?
2 tempo.
Хотите сюда? Ну давай сюда. 6 футов по весу.
Mikhail Vaskov playing 2nd for the Russian team. We'll try to keep this house separated.
Вес чуть больше. Поменяться. Куда идется больше? Давай сюда тогда. Вот сюда. Легче. Поднять.
Decent outcome for the Russian team, I guess. Bit long, but still it's hard to make a double on that shot. So Sebastian Wunderer and Matthias Genner has to keep on working with a hit and roll over to the right hand side. Oh, they did the double. Great play. Nice play by Matthias Genner. Well skipped. And we have a clean house, and Everything now looks like we're going to see a blank end in the third end.
Everything point that way.
Без.
The call is a
Поменяться.
corner
Саня
guard,
первый, Саня, Саня,
aggressive call by the Russian skip
Саня.
Timur Gadshikanov. This gives
Все, все.
the Austrian team a chance to get around.
Сколько было? Сань, цифра.
Good for us who are
Yeah,
watching the game. We
like
enjoy
it.
this.
And that's some kind of semi-center. And that's good for Austria.
Nu länge, plats Sara!
Gives them a chance to at least make Russia just take a one-pointer in this end. This again is heavy.
No, this could be a good opportunity for Russia instead now to
Давайте мяч.
produce and use.
Ja, du darfst ein bisschen vorwischen. Der Zug kommt
Hangs
wieder
in there
vorne
in the
auf,
back of the rings,
Чуть-чуть больше, да?
which might be a helper for Russia. We are down to the last rock of the third players. Heavy again, and a disappointed Alexei Kulikov can just watch and hope for something to happen. But this won't take curl
This
and got straight through the house.
It was not even close. They gotta take some extra times in the heck.
Relax.
Yeah, relax and thought what we're gonna do now. Think what we're gonna do now.
There is no rush
Ты показал,
in Livechannel Cup.
No, we have all the week.
We have all the time in the world. And a new chance for Sebastian Wunderer. Get this stone, just bite it in on the 12-foot, hide it a bit behind the yellow
4, 5.
corner guard.
Yeah, 12, 8 foot is okay.
Hide it as much as possible. He takes his time, concentrate. Good release. And is it heavy again? No line.
No, I think the speed's
Wait,
a little bit heavy maybe.
it is way too long.
Russia wants this as far as possible.
And a new chance for Russia to come around their own corner guard.
Wurde er gespielt vor der Zeit?
Yeah, it's great to see that Russia leave the red stones and focus on their own to get really good shot. And again, great opportunity to take that deuce.
So why don't they go down on the red ones and clear them out and stay there for themselves just to secure
Давай чуть пошире.
possibility to a blank end if they don't.
No, but this is a very good opportunity to take two. That each curling team, whether it's junior or senior or worlds or what it is, gotta try to make.
Timur Gadshikanov.
Контроль.
But if you feel that you don't have the confidence or you don't know the ice, that's could be a good second alternative.
Саня, давай. Саня, сип.
Take it all the way down. Hide it. pretty much behind the corner guard.
Yeah, it was okay. They didn't have the perfect line, but it's good attempt.
2 more stones to play in the third end. Sebastian Wunderer for Austria first, and Russia with Gadshikhanov playing the last.
Блин, главное...
Блин, ни разу не сказали, куда идет.
Не, я слышал 6-6, но я не понимал.
And Wunderer wants this yellow rock now out of the house, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing he
Cares about.
Yeah.
His own rock doesn't matter.
That's the easiest shot to get the yellow out of play. Probably play like ordinary takeout weight. But he gotta be careful for what something that we talked about before.
Line.
In that spot, yeah.
Straight spot. So there's no risk that this one will end up in the corner guard. It's more risk that it will just pass through.
No, it could be corner because he's over the line there. I think this is with that release it shouldn't be any problem at all. But you see how straight it is.
Well played. And are they going to blank the end now, or are they going to for a one-pointer?
There's a good chance to blank this game. And I think they go for it.
And they want the hit on the left-hand side of the shot rock from this point of view?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Or like 3/4 to the right and get some good weight on it.
So with the right speed everything disappears.
Yes. I'm not sure with this ice what is. I think that will be a nose hit.
You're betting for a nose hit on this one, and Russia is trying to get a...
It's a 3/4 maybe.
It's the three-quarters, and yes, he does it. Well played by the Russian skip Timur Gadshikhanov, and we have a blank end in the third end, and we're looking forward to some more action in the fourth end.
Yes.
Не, нормально. Я боялся с выбора, боялся, что выскочит.
Genau, that's it.
Да не, ну там просто от силы же еще зависит. Там проехать ему надо, полметра.
Ja, ich mache det. Jetzt. Ja, ich bin jetzt dahin.
Har vi det schon erklärt, wo das herkommt?
Okay, everybody, we are back with the fourth end in this game between Austria, Wunderer, and the Russian team Ali, skipped by Timur Gadshikhanov. And the Russians has a 2-1 lead with the last rock advantage in the fourth end after the third end had been blanked.
It's the Russian team that have taken the command is in almost every end so far, and we are impressed by the game they are playing. And it's time for Austria to get some little more edge if they wanna win this game and take the spot in the playoffs.
We want to see why Team Wunderer were the last year's runner-up here at Livechannel Cup.
Yeah. And we want to see a really good game, and so far we've seen good game.
It's the best game we have aired so far on Livechannel Cup 2014.
Certainly is.
And we have Lukas Kirschmeier in hack, delivering the first stones for his Austrian team.
Nur Länge. Hab Platz. Hat für Platz.
Ja, warte mal jetzt.
Looking good.
Ja, überkalt, glaube ich.
Ho. Nix.
Wahnsinn, Lucky.
Well executed, and a nice aggressive call here from Russia. Come around the two guards,
Yeah.
and he just want the yellow rock in the top of the forefoot, buried behind the two guards.
Линия пока. Поменяться.
Looks a bit heavy and online from my point of view. Let's see what the sweepers say about it. Looks good.
No, it's not curled.
It stops perfectly well. Well,
Perfect speed.
and well played by the sweepers as well. But a good chance now for Wunderer to hit and roll behind.
Yeah. I think maybe that Russia go a little bit too offense in this end. When Austria was too heavy with their first stone and get it in the house.
Langsam.
Russia could take that stone away
Yeah,
and wait for a better.
opportunity
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now they give Austria a good possibility to be in the driving seat in this end, and they are, even if they missed that stone. Now Russia have to remove the center guards. No, they play the offense call.
It's fun for us to see, but it's probably a bit too risky.
Yeah, they are in the lead, one up, and at the last stone they don't need to do anything too scary.
Ja, aber ein bisschen im Haus liegen bleiben, war chillig drin.
Ну мы с концом вообще.
But
It's fun for us.
yes,
We enjoy it.
Genau. Oh, der Lunchpaket.
Yeah, he changes his mind.
Yeah,
Might be
that's
listen to our broadcasts.
good call.
Good call, wise decision from Skip Gachikanov.
Выкинул?
And they're forcing Austria to put up another guard.
So there's no other opportunities for Austria here?
No.
No.
Мимо шел.
Vier.
And while we are watching on this guard attempt, we can
Ja, tap.
see that it's no more
Braucht Richtung.
play on sheet 5, where Norway Nepstad has won
Ja.
over Poland Janowski. We don't really know the end result, but it's more than 4-1 at least. Okay, bit heavy. Story of the game. Story of the games, perhaps. Live Channel Cup so far. Great chance for Russia
Наш сюда. Это сюда и оба
to
уходят.
make things a bit easier in this end.
Средний.
Total hängen geblieben.
And now they have the corner guard.
Ausland, du willst mich gerade bekommen. Verstehst du, oder? Ja, klar, ja.
Hit and roll is what they are looking for.
Вау. Вау. Ничего.
But this will roll off. Will do the job, but roll off. Okay, but not perfect. And a new chance for Wunderer to put up a guard.
Опять выкинул?
Also, 10. Guard.
Much better to just
Auf Platz!
get over the hog line than to be too far.
Ja!
Lucke zum Start.
Luki zum Start!
Sag ja.
There's just the line they're looking for.
Fest!
Now it's heavy again.
Weiter, Zerzen! Fest!
Maybe they go for the come around.
Yeah, they change tactics while playing, and shouldn't be too happy about this stone, I guess.
No. And I think Russia should go for the double takeout.
But they go for the hit and roll instead.
If they make it, it's okay.
Sit! 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 Да, sit!
Oof.
Я не знаю, что такое.
Все хорошо было вроде.
Now they can
Может,
Just play the
съел
guard.
что-нибудь, он очень резко упал.
really good best stone.
Na, ist eigentlich geschissen. Ah, da ist wieder Schnee.
But they have tried so many times to put up this guard. Why will they succeed now?
And I know that they will.
You know, the force is with them.
Yes.
Matthias Genner
With that name.
Oh! Luki
just
zum Start!
can't win.
Kein Lassen!
Lucke am Schluss.
Ja!
Looking better
Fest!
weight-wise now,
Bis es steht!
Fest, soweit es geht.
Zerzen noch!
Curl.
but no line this time.
Fest! Weiter, fest! Weiter! Fest!
Okay, but not perfect.
Half a stone more would have been
Yeah.
perfect, but
Yeah. So
Well,
I think
like-
Russia play with a only
Конец дома,
heck
заклад.
weight.
Не
Shouldn't be any
сильнее
problem.
колодки. Хорошо. Просто не валит здесь.
he's showing back of the house weight.
Yeah.
And we have Alexei Kulikov in third position.
Вау. Внимание.
No line so far.
Will come.
Here it comes, looking good.
Вау. Вау.
Bit too heavy. It will not roll off the way they want.
That's a good stone.
Он
Was
просто не
far
свалит.
more
по-другому.
than back of the house weight.
Now they have taken command of this end again.
And we're down to the skip rocks. 4 more rocks to play in the fourth end,
Первый, сука. Первый.
where Russia with the yellow stones has the last rock stone advantage.
Просто
Вот эта сторона она колючая.
не, мне кажется, не из-за даже колючего.
Просто очень
На
плюнула
центре
резко.
просто раз и все. Там второй раз так не упадет. Что-то скучно.
Да.
Скучно.
Да, я тоже так думаю, потому что он как-то
Хэк. Эд боялся, да, отпускать вначале?
Я?
Да. Это
Но он пошел
опасненько.
падать,
Да.
и взял свип, а потом уже видел, что выпрямился и бросил сразу. Ну мы и так, в принципе, просвета там немного от гарда. Че, зачем рисковать там так? Тут очень тяжело вес колодки, конечно, была. Ну и тяжело здесь вообще ровно, потому что расстояние тоже не понимать, я думаю. Видишь, у меня тоже не идет.
It will do the job.
Ja, bisschen aussehen. Aussehen, soweit es geht. Okay.
Yeah, good one.
Still gives the chance for Russia to hit and roll behind the center guard.
Yeah.
Что, бортом бить будет? Бортом?
Да.
Как ты стоишь?
Ausgedruckt, oder?
Just play it
Поменьше чуть-чуть.
easy.
bumper
soft,
weight.
yeah, soft. Then they can
Ролл.
do whatever they want with the stone.
Ролл за центральный. Борт.
And I said earlier that there was no more playing on sheet 5. I was wrong. It was just half-time break, I guess, but still a big lead for Norway. Nefstad there with 42.
Perfect weight here. Can they get the inside?
Sasha.
Halt aber genau.
Oh, what a nice!
Perfect.
No, really perfect.
Perfect played by the Russian team.
Impressed playing that weight, soft and nice, and just do it.
Well played by Gadshikanov and well skipped by Alexei Kulikov and well swept and communication from Kuzmin and Vaskov.
What do we think about that ice, Andreas? They're putting up.
It's too straight, so this will be hit and roll.
If they don't play very soft. By these stones you often play with a little bit more speed. So.
Big risk for miss, according to Matthias Marbergs, co-anchor on this game.
I've been wrong before, so shouldn't be too sure.
Too many times, my friend, too many times. Sebastian Wunderer. But you were right this time. And an easy draw for 2 for Russia. If they just reach the 8 foot, they will score a deuce.
So, and are in good position in the game. 4-1 after 4 played ends. And 1 foot in the playoff.
And with this kind of game, I wouldn't be surprised to see Russia in at least the semifinals tomorrow.
No, they are really good standard.
Только 6. 6 хватит. Внимательно.
Внимательно. Воу. Воу.
Не поднимай, Саш.
Протирай. Скип.
Не поднимай.
Very impressed by the Russian skip.
Two.
He's playing a mature game. Yes. Okay, we have a lead by 4 points to 1 for Russia over Austria Wunderer when we are going to halftime break. Thanks for listening. Come right back.
А где батончик?
Hey, ist noch nichts verloren. Jetzt schreiben wir 2 zurück und noch Klammern.
Блять. Сань, нормально же бросать, что ты? Дрога.
Jo, ich werde schon aufgehen.
Нет. Нет ошибки, Сань.
Ist es dann wieder.
У тебя ошибка с 8 футов до пятака. Это не маленькая ошибка.
Der war geil vom Wirt. So richtiger.
Ладно, давайте.
Ja, поехали, да? So richtig mit Swag, oder?
Ja, voll.
Утеплился теперь прям вообще классно.
Swag
Что, доелся?
Привет.
Here we go again into the fifth end in this game between Russia and Austria. And we welcome Greta Urell.
Thank you.
You've been playing during the weekend. What do you say about the tournament so far?
It's been really good. The teams who are playing has been really good as well. The ice has been quite alright. Not the best possible, but we're hoping for a bit colder ice later in the tournament, so it will hopefully be really good.
Okay. How have you done so far? Are you still in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, we're in the quarterfinals tonight, and hopefully we'll be playing tomorrow as well.
And maybe we see you on the web.
Yeah, we're playing tonight on Livechannel, and hopefully the final as well tomorrow.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Have you seen the game? So
I've seen parts of it,
yeah.
not the entire game. Well, I think it's a good game. I watched a few of the other ones, and this is the best so far, I think.
I think so too. And I'm very impressed of the Russian boys. I've never seen them before. We saw the Austrian boys last year here, and they did very well. But they haven't. I haven't seen the edge that they play with last year. This year,
No, they look a bit off actually. But yeah, Russia is doing really good. I've seen them play a bit before, and well, I think they've stepped up their game a bit this season.
yeah, I think so. It's very fun to watch them play, and they are their tactics are really good too. They play very mature. And here we see the corner guards from the Austrian boys. What do you think Austria have to do to turn this thing around?
Well, obviously they have to put up the corner guards, try to score 2 or possible 3 in this end. But I mean, a 2 is good. Then the scores on the board will be quite even.
Yeah, 2. Then they're in the game again. Let's see how much pressure Russia can put on Austria.
Линия отличная. Поменяться можно. Даже поменяться можно. Миша первый.
If they put this one
Миша.
Это вдох.
26.
Поднять.
26.
Поднять.
Нельзя вес.
in a good position.
Отличная линия. Воу, линия.
Нельзя вес.
Oh, it's
Все, оставить.
a great shot.
Yeah, perfectly.
We've seen on this sheet, the TV sheet, they've been struggling a lot with the ice. It doesn't curl as much as the teams think.
Well, I think it's been a bit up and down actually. They've changed the temperature of the ice during the games, the draws, and well, you can actually see that, well, it curls a bit less sometimes, and then all of a sudden it just starts to curl and everyone is really confused. There's also been quite a lot of pickups, but well,
A few, yeah. They are struggling a little bit with the ice, and they take too much ice sometimes. It doesn't curl. Okay, they put up another corner guard here. Yeah. 4 perfectly played stones. We can, if we watch the setup, you don't see this too often, but 4 perfect stones. And this the way you want it if you're yellow, and if you're red you want this way too. So
yeah, looking good for both teams. Quite a lot of pressure on Austria right now though,
Yeah.
especially if Russia managed to play this takeout.
Поднять.
oof.
Скинул. Да.
So now it's Austria have to We think one extra time. Or we,
Yeah, it looks like they're putting up another corner guard here.
and that's okay, but suddenly Russia switch tactics and go for it.
Could be.
Oops.
К сожалению, должен констатировать факт о нежелательной, но все же
So Greta, can you tell us a little about the junior tour? How does it work? It's 4 tournaments?
Well, there are more tournaments for the boys. I think they have 5 or 6, and the girls has 5, I think.
In which countries?
Well, there was one in Scotland, in Glasgow, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then there's here this weekend, Oslo next weekend. There's Pinerolo in Italy, Thun in Switzerland, and there might be another one. And then the boys has one in Austria.
Okay, and if you're in the tournament, you get points. If you're in the playoffs,
Exactly, you get points according to how well you do.
yeah.
And in the end of the season, you count the points together, and the one with the most points, they win the tour.
And get some money.
Exactly.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's good to actually. I mean, people actually play more of the tournaments since they have the chance for the money.
So which tournaments will you play? You play in Scotland?
Yeah, we played Scotland. We're playing now, and we're playing Oslo next weekend.
Okay, yeah.
So that's 3 out of 5.
That's
ish.
good.
And I think, well, there are actually not always the same teams, which makes it a bit interesting.
Yeah.
Because normally, for example, if you just play in Sweden, it's always the same Swedish teams. But here, there are actually a lot of different teams going.
And it's a lot of different places in Europe. It's in the Italy and north of Sweden, and in Scotland, and in the middle. So it's not all in one place.
Exactly, it's spread out.
Нормально было, это так же, как Санька
Ну, я
поставил.
думаю, не стоит.
Да, чуть пошире поставил, не пришел, пошел нормально. Не. Да, так они так ходят и в конце падают потом.
But yeah, the locations has changed quite a bit during the years. There's always some tournament popping up and someone disappearing.
Yeah. You played in Holland some years? So.
Yeah, I think there was one in Holland 2 years ago or something. Not even sure. And I mean, Livechannel Cup is quite new.
Yeah.
This is the 2nd year we're having it.
Oops. Good attempt and a decent bit of unluck there. But Russia is in the driving position in this end too. Playing very, very solid.
А дабл не прилетит?
Don't give Austria
Может, поближе?
too many
Может,
chances.
поближе тогда?
Oh, it's definitely Russia who leading the game here. And Austria just has to follow. There's not much to do.
And now they start taking the corner guards again. Here they have 2 options. They can take the corner guard, so they can put up the central guard. What have you, if you were in this? Greta?
Well, I mean, they are actually up 3 points after half the game, so I think both ways of playing is quite reasonable, but I would probably also go for the corner guard here. I think it's a good call because they are lying 2 in the house, and this will put a lot of pressure on Russia or on Austria. I mean.
Давай.
So the thing is, if I said this sometimes, if Russia win and Scotland Taylor win their game in sheet number 3, which they are leading by 4-2 after 5 ends, Russia are through to the playoffs, and Austria is out.
Нет.
Ganz weg! Ja!
Ну ты скакал
Weg! Shout!
Which team do you think will play the final against you tomorrow?
Well, I don't really know. There are quite a lot of good girls teams, but I would probably say Aitken or Pantera.
Сильный?
Yeah, both teams have looked solid. this
I
tournament,
saw
think.
Aiken play yesterday night, and they were really struggling with the speeds.
Yeah, I saw that too. But we played against them today. We had quite an even game. And they played really well. We also played against them in Scotland 2 weeks ago.
That was close. Yeah, you did, and they beat you.
Yeah, and well, they played perfectly.
Solid,
Yeah, they didn't lose a single game there.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, they might have a good chance of reaching the final.
Ну, сильный, как 2,50, я имею в виду. Ну, ты же бросил вот гард, ты тоже сильный. Там просто сила нужна.
And you, which team do you play in the quarters, you know?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I don't know.
We'll see. But you play.
Oh yeah, Switzerland.
You were playing sheet number 1.
No, we're playing on sheet number 5, but I think we're moving the cameras very bit. So it looks like Austria is putting up another freeze on the Russian stone.
This is the toughest shot you can play, and they make it rather good, but still it's should be very easy for Russia to take it away.
Yeah, playing the freeze always has to be really perfect unless you got a guard or another stone behind it.
Yeah.
And Russia is known for playing good takeouts and heavy ones, especially. So I don't really think this will be a problem.
The thing is, they for sure like their own yellow stone to be left, so they don't give the opportunity to give a zero end for Austria.
Yeah, well, I think if you just play the hit and stay quite heavy, both the red and the yellow one should be out, and well, you should stay with your own one. So.
Нет, 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 нет.
This looks good, very good. Oh, they should have sweat that.
Yeah.
Как так-то?
Well, still lane 2.
Ja, das haben wir schon
Now it's a better
Nicht ganz im 8-Fuß drin.
chance for Austria to freeze the back one and a possible 2.
Да?
Просто я боялся, что фиг завязнет раз.
Просто чик красному пил, все, красного, чтобы вот это не сделал. Просто это говно, видишь, в принципе, привести может.
But still a very, very difficult shot for Austria.
Yeah, well, here they've actually got the first yellow stone in the house, which is actually guarding the back one a bit. So if you actually manage to do this freeze out, it will be harder to get out.
Yes.
Я вот даже не знаю, что лучше, оба или так.
Мне что-то понравилась такая расстановка, не знаю.
Ну просто видишь, фриз везет.
Везется, но вот в шесте тоже не так просто, а фриз есть.
Ну да, можно налететь, конечно, если он сейчас... Вот гандон, а?
Which team do you think will win tomorrow in the boys group?
Well, I haven't really watched the boys that well, but actually I don't really know. I have no clue. Well, which ones do you think will be group leaders?
I think Scotland Taylor and Norway Nepstad. I think they are already group winners.
Okay.
So they are in the semi-finals.
Пока нет контакта.
Which boy team won in Scotland?
Можно вообще? Да? Спрячем? А? Прятать будем?
I have no idea. Well, I know, but I don't really remember.
No.
It will pop up any minute.
Yeah.
Wieder ausgedrückt. Schon wieder ausgedrückt.
But we have some really good boys teams here. We have Sweden Sippa, Norway Nepstad, Scotland Taylor,
Sweden right
Sweden
eyes.
Right Eyes.
Еще чуть-чуть.
And this Austria and Russia teams, great
Короче,
too.
такой между бортом и контрол, короче.
Yeah, Austria is leaving an open takeout here for Russia.
And we have seen this many times. You have to play very soft if you want it to curl, and they do, so it should be any problem.
This might even
No,
overcurl.
it overcurl, but we haven't seen that so many times. And I think Russia playing really good and mature.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for the right decisions in the
that's
house.
the pro side to me, son.
Больше
Yeah.
стрёмно ставить, здесь не
Давай,
падай.
просто держался. Не, ну так нормально.
So no other option
Да, я так
for Austria here than to draw and try to score one.
Yeah, they are forced.
Просто пошире вдруг, зараза, как-нибудь отойдет туда
Ну
и...
вот если бы мы
Yeah, Russia has
поставили
played
чётко
really well
пошире,
this
я бы
end.
сделал
Да.
пошире, это говно. Поэтому лучше так.
Really well. And Austria play good too, but they haven't been given any chance to.
T-line.
No, it's really Russia that's leading the game in this end.
По линии лучше.
It's no backing.
Das ist schnell.
Попробуй.
Oof.
Will we see another measurement, maybe?
I think it's too yellow.
Well, it's one for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Один точно.
If we're gonna wait for Andreas Pritz, we can wait forever.
Yeah, it took a while.
Ну что, все, дом-то залезли. Вообще же хуй его знает.
I don't know.
The boss of the boss.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's looking tight between those stones.
Another measure. Oh. Maybe.
Ну один точно.
And they know it's again. Are we gonna wait this
wurde auf der
long
Zeit, ha?
again?
Что? Вот тут, кстати, непонятно.
Der zuerst.
Well, there should be an
Да, вот в
umpire
прошлый раз тоже.
close by.
Yeah, I think. he
Maybe
was
they learned from their mistakes.
sitting in the couch, taking a coffee.
Красный.
Yeah, inside in the worm.
Там видно было, что красный ближе на 2 миллиметра.
Was ist du?
Я говорю, ну, нас ближе. По-любому еще. Я говорю, нас ближе. Потом вспоминаешь, что он желтый. Когда увидел, что...
The Russians seem, I think they are rather satisfied with this outcome.
Yeah, they look fairly happy.
Это отсюда, кажется, да?
They play very good.
Вот сейчас они хорошо.
Looking forward to see them if they win this game. How
Хорошее начало.
how
и
good they
дальше
can do in the
проще.
playoffs.
Но я все-таки вот думаю, что можно было агрессивнее и гаркнуть. Сандалич этот. Когда мы снимали.
Yes.
Ну просто если бы реально двойник летел, мы бы там тоже...
Просто если 26, да?
We'll be
Если
right
он
back.
будет, ну, если он будет лезть, у нас он как бы атакующий, через него играть можно.
Вот я тебе говорил, да, 26 можно было лететь.
Да, или начало.
We're back, and also the Empire. Get a better view.
Ну,
Но все равно он пару терок сделал. Если что, у него все
везде,
списано.
да, да.
Russia got yellow stones,
Yellow.
and it's 2 yellow stones.
Нет, все, Миште.
And that means, Greta,
Well, that Russia is up 6-1 after 5.
yeah,
Looking heavy for Austria right now.
really tough, and nothing that we saw during this game shows that they're going to turn this thing around.
No, they will need a lot of luck, actually,
Yeah,
I
and-
think.
And they need Russia to start playing a little
Сейчас
not this good.
первый надо в 4, Второй можно фриз, то есть лучше, чем дальний гард.
I think Russia really is benefiting of playing easy right now. They've played the easy shots and
Yeah.
made Austria play the difficult ones, which they haven't missed them, but some halfnesses there here and there,
Yeah.
and putting Russia in the lead.
6-1, yeah, very good. What can Austria do to make them get themselves a little bit of chance to turn this thing around? What should, if you were in Austria's clothes?
Well, they just need to keep the courage, their happy faces on, and just nail every stone basically.
Yeah.
And hope for Russia to play a bit less good, but
From here,
you can only play the best you can.
focus on their own stones.
Exactly. There's nothing they can do about Russia's play.
They need 2, maybe 3 in this. If they take 3 in this end, they have a little bit of chance.
Yeah, I mean, then they're back on the board again.
Yeah. But 1, it's not good enough.
Nur Länge, Linie ist gut. Ja.
No, I think they actually need to go for getting the free in this end.
Yeah. They need 2 corner guards.
Yeah, for sure.
Fest, weiter.
Now they got 1.
Начало!
Yeah, it's a nice corner guard there.
Много? Вау. Нельзя тилайн. Поднять тогда. Нет, нет, нет. Нельзя, нельзя.
До.
Стой,
До.
блядь.
That's okay.
He doesn't look too satisfied.
No, but they never does.
Ah, that's true. Stone face on.
Yeah.
Typical Russia.
Yeah.
Well, they did look happy.
They did in the 5th end.
Exactly.
2-3.
And they did the perfect end. So
Nur Länge.
I
Yeah,
understand
this-
why.
They deserve to look
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
So, ja.
Yeah, here we got another corner guard coming up.
Ja. Fest.
Perfectly executed.
Very good. It's a team on sheet number 6. That's the team from Estland, Pell. I haven't seen them play, Greta. Have you seen them before?
Actually, I haven't. But, I mean, the Junior Worlds are in Estonia this season, so I'll assume they will be playing on the boys' side. How have they done this tournament?
Yeah. They need to win
Ничего.
to be in the playoffs, or they need Gullbring to lose. But let's see how Gullbring and Pearl did in the,
Она на то.
when they met.
Yes, Switzerland Lottenbach is up on Gullbring right now with
Okay, so-
6-3 after 5 play-ins.
And Gullbring beat Pell, so it's right now Pell is not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they need to win too.
Yeah, they need to win. And they're down 5-3 and Sip up got the last stone in 7th end, so
Пилофобия.
Nur Länge. Dabei bleiben.
Da ist er.
Austria trying to put up their
Ja,
last corner guard. Looks a bit heavy though. Made it into the house. Rather big mistake.
Давай слабо, если клир, не страшно.
If they want, they can go for the other corner guard too, the real corner guard.
Не хочешь с этой? С этой? Давай.
But they take the one in the house. That's good. Right now, that's the one that can get points. The only one they can get points on.
Yeah, as long as they take one of the two stones out,
Слабый.
that's a good option, I think.
Слабый. Вау.
So let's see if they play the
Поднять. Поднять.
just take it away, or if they go for the inside and get another one yellow in the house.
Пошел.
That's not what they need. The nose hit.
Хорошо. Не, нормально все.
So,
No.
but a good opportunity for
For Austria,
yeah.
now they got their two corner guards.
I think they need to go around the yellow one first, so they can use the red one later in the end.
Yeah, the red one is the one they want to save,
Yeah.
because that's the best one.
Yeah.
And if they draw behind the yellow one, Russia will obviously try to
Yeah.
remove the yellow one. So I think you're right here.
Länge! 7!
Вот хорошо пришел, да.
Jaha, det är länge.
Right now, this seems like the simplest shot, of
Några
course. But
Ja, Luki.
Has got a great lane.
yeah,
Perfect shot.
get tougher to take 3.
That's very true.
So let's see.
Ну,
What Russia do.
попадут дабл, будет -2. Попадут дабл, -2 будет.
Did you understand that?
Absolutely not. Russian is not my strongest language.
Завязаться хочешь?
You can speak many languages, but not Russian.
Well, I can't really speak
Просто
many
дабл
languages.
нетрудный стоит.
I'm sticking to Swedish and English.
And a little bit of German.
No,
No?
bit of French.
Yeah.
Давай,
Very,
да.
very basic.
Один.
I'm
Один
more.
только. Это хуже.
That's Italian.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nice, Ray.
Ну, у них вот так останется.
Yeah, Russian seems like a
Давай.
difficult language.
Сильный.
Yeah. But Polish and Russian are related in some way, because they have the same word for the sweep.
Yeah. Da 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 da
Davai,
da da
or
da.
Davai, or they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's easier to just sweep or shout like long ones, like ja, for example, as it is in Swedish,
Yeah.
than
Oh, yeah, it is.
many short ones.
It's true.
Перевалил чуть-чуть.
So, are they freezing the back one?
I'm pretty sure they are, or at least they're drawing behind the first one.
Oh, that's a good call.
Hat Flygplats!
I think so too. They need to start using
Yeah.
the stones that are in the house.
Flygplats!
Ja, länger, wenn es braucht.
Auf 9!
And they are struggling
Yeah,
for
okay.
survive right now, the Austrian boys.
Nur Luki!
Yeah, we are seeing.
Oh, very nice. Could have been a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, it has a nice lane.
Теплют надо. Кто сказал? Чуть плюс. Вес. Приз надо. О, линия. Подожди. Линия
I think this is quite an interesting call.
Yeah, it is. They start playing the
Ну, где эти
draws
лайны?
now. It's
Yeah, it looks like they're.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, what are they doing? They want to give away 3? Oh my god! And they play so good and play so good tactics.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Uh,
getting tricked into Austria's
Yeah.
game here. If I would be Russia, I would definitely have played the takeout here.
Yeah, and they also, if they could take both reds out if they have the right. Very strange.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of both the yellow one and the red one in the back of the house wouldn't really be a problem here. I think that would be good for Russia.
Very strange. That's so good. And it was a really tough shot they were aiming at too. It wasn't an easy draw.
Exactly. I mean, there was easier options, and well, in this game, I think they should go for the easy options if they have the possibility to.
Good for the game.
Yeah, it gives Austria a chance here
Yeah.
to actually score some points.
And as we said, they really need 3 if they. It's still a long way to go for them.
Länge?
Was ist der Keil noch?
Ist er 5? Oder länger?
Richtung ist klar. Wow.
Ja. Fest! Fest!
Oof. Didn't end up in best position for them.
Not really.
It's tough to get rid of the yellow one later.
Просто привести.
Ja, der passt da ganz
Рэп
gut.
можно.
So
Yeah, which call do you think Russia should go
they
for
gotta
now?
go with the red on the to the right there.
Freezen ist besser.
Ну смотри,
Wenn man sowieso drauf schießt.
вот тут темп очень хороший
Ja,
сделал.
schon.
Because
aber
Вести просто он не свалит.
the yellow and red in front of the blue circles, they are lined up rather good for
Просто если
Russia.
ты делаешь этот,
Yeah, I think so too. They would be a
вот
waste
вот,
to
допустим,
Yeah.
делаешь сюда,
throw them
вот
out.
если бьет вот так, на 3, на 2. Вот так он бьет, не пусть бьет.
And they have no possible double if they're playing that either. So go for hit and roll on the red on the right side. That's the shot they should have done last
Тем
shot
более, если
too.
даже в случае чего,
Yeah, they need to.
этот камень
I
отсюда,
think
можно
there's a good
играть.
possibility to get rid of that
Если
one,
даже
and at the
зайдёт
same
плохо, он
time
выбьет, через него можно
get into a
играть
good
там.
position,
Yeah.
laying shot.
Так. Только ты смотри, заранее не меняй, там в конце падает.
Not much ice.
I'm actually not sure what they're going for there.
They gotta go for the takeout.
Ну поменяйте.
Well, I hope so, for their own sake.
Так, я так ставил?
Yeah, it's the same ice they got last time, and it come up with a draw. So
Exactly.
but now, no, he's
Чуть
good.
поменьше давай. Короче, второй лучше, главное. Фриз не обязательно. Если пойдет фриз, то прям на фриз. Сколько?
Yeah, it is another draw. I think they're attempting to play the freeze again.
Oh, and now they
4.
gotta be really close to the guard.
Вес!
Линия сама.
Yeah, it's a really interesting call.
Yeah.
They've just changed their tactics.
Oh,
And also this one is heavy.
Ooh.
Еще один
And now look, if the Austria play on their own red in front of the blue now, they have backing on that yellow, so they could. I think they have a good chance to
На самом деле фигня.
save. Yeah, they have.
Вперед,
What are they doing?
подставка у нас огромная просто есть. Будет
Geht
вести, можно бэк делать, или
Nur
что-то
durch, weil er geht.
So if you were Austria right now, Greta,
Ja, mit mir sind so vorne drauf schießen. Wir kennen nämlich
I don't really know. They got two more stones, and they got the last stone. So I mean, they are lying quite well at the moment, but
I think they need to save that one in front of the blue circles and take that on the last.
yeah, I mean, just playing the draw,
Yeah.
laying. They only have to hide half of the stone,
Yeah.
and they would still be lying really good, forcing Russia to do something complicated here and force a possible mistake. Looks like they're bringing down their sweepers to discuss what they're going to do here.
Should be a timeout. If right now, I think they have a coach, doesn't they?
Yeah, they do have a coach here, so maybe he'll come down. Looks like it. So what would you do?
There are two options. Either you go around the red and the yellow in front of the blue, with like just in front of the T, or you play like a hack and push the red on the yellow on the other yellow and hope to get the yellow out on the red circles.
Yeah. Well, I think the stones are lying quite well. Top 4 there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And that's rather good if you can do it, if you just.
Yeah, this wasn't really the house we were expecting in the beginning of the set.
No, it's two unbelievably strange calls from Russia that can make them in position. They are. It's 4 stones for Austria.
Oh, it looks like a give up on sheet 6.
Zip up 1.
One against Estonia, who are then out, I assume.
Yeah. And probably Gullbring is in the playoffs, even though they lost against Switzerland.
Da brauchen wir fast der Mittlers, oder?
Na, spür langsam, sonst ruhst du einfach ein bisschen aus.
So ungefähr.
Ja.
Я чуть даже не помню. Что-то не сделали, наверное.
Yeah, Sebastian Wunderer getting to the hack, getting ready to throw his first stone in this 6th N against Russia.
It seems like they're playing some kind of tap back on the red, and the important thing here is to get the yellow one out of the 8-foot.
Yeah, I would do with just a bumper wheat or something like it.
And then their own red is going down towards the other yellow Russia has put there. But they gotta be certain of the angels right now.
Yeah. This was not the shot they were hoping for.
Disaster.
Yeah. Probably worst possible. Wunderer not looking happy here.
No. They have their chance.
Threw it away.
Yeah.
Можно гард, но как-то. Можно гард, но...
Let's see if we have another draw. Yeah, now it's time to put the draw. I think that's...
Yeah, this is probably the right call this time.
Фриз, пусть свой один заберет. Там с упором, так что...
Could be a handshake.
Yeah, could be. If Russia executes this one, perfect. They will force Austria into taking one.
Можно тэпнуть меня.
Фриз! 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 Внимательно, Фриз!
Внимательно, парни. Упор есть, внимательно.
Очень внимательно.
Russia play with high stakes this end, and they managed to.
Нужен контакт есть, да?
Oh, that's a perfect one.
Yeah, looking really good. Forcing Austria to draw on the button for one.
Nice.
Что, даже 3 лучше? Вроде.
Да не, по-моему, 4
Der
лучше.
geht nirgends hin. Der geht nirgends hin.
At least I don't think there's another option.
No.
Shouldn't be.
If you can get more than one, this be my new coach. Greta.
Der bleibt immer.
Vor die Hand zwar.
Der kann nicht ausgehen. Außer du kommst über den da.
А сейчас сколько было, кстати?
Yeah, I think that's quite impossible actually.
Maybe it could be if you play on your own red, you see, and get the angle on the yellow in the back of forefoot and get it.
Как-то непонятно.
No,
No. Just give up.
Может, не знаю, может, для камеры пункта.
Может, для телевидения лучше делают дорожку?
Looks like, or it seems like they are
Вот и не так.
hoping for a dream shot here, but I actually don't think it exists.
yeah, but it would be fun to see one.
Никогда не было, что он
Ja.
вылетает.
Ja, wir müssen den meiner Meinung nach
Но, с другой
probieren.
стороны, нас никогда Миша Вес не засекал.
So sauschnell und den halt echt nur so viel treffen.
Well, if they play this one, I'm pretty certain that the second yellow one will stick around.
Yeah.
Aber das ist der
Not
einzige, der was
possible to
meiner
get
Meinung
that
nach
one
geht,
out,
weil wenn wir
yeah.
einen schreiben, liegen wir 4 hinten.
Let's give it a try. We like it.
Ja, aber was
Yeah,
soll
they
man
don't really have
Das ist meiner
anything
Meinung nach der einzige,
to
was
lose here.
No.
geht. Weil der kriegen wir ein bisschen von der
They need to
Seite.
score at least 2
Und
here.
wenn wir den nur anschnitzen, ganz leicht, dass er halt so, dass er vielleicht den ein bisschen berührt und dann da rausfährt. Habt ihr eine andere Lösung?
Nein.
Nein, probieren wir den, oder? Der muss halt echt den so viel treffen hinten.
И очень миллиметр.
Ja, der wird jetzt gar nicht curlen.
Das ist richtig.
They go for it. Then we have
Чтобы
at
отка-
least
вот
one
опять
yellow.
Сюда вот откатился, да?
Yeah, this will be an interesting shot.
Который сейчас дещу
Matti,
прям такой.
The good thing for Austria is that they,
Такой прям
it
настолько
will be
легкий, что он
tough
даже
for
сразу ударится, и вот эти тяжелые
Russia to
штуки,
get more than one.
как бы
Я не понимаю, как,
Yeah.
как весом облизон вот этот вот
какой
желтый
вес
был.
он облизан?
Ну ты говоришь облизон.
What do you think? One or
Был
two
такой,
yellow?
Совсем тоненький,
Oh,
совсем.
well. For Austria's sake, I'm hoping for one.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be.
Well, Russia should be happy with both 1 and 2.
But if they nose it, then it's one. Yeah.
Ну тут,
Yeah.
ну не знаю. Мне кажется,
If they nose it, maybe it will be 3.
короче, хуже четверки не должно быть.
Well, the red one will stick around.
Единственное, оно шел хорошо, но сейчас.
Oh, overkilled. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Still one.
Yeah, should be.
congrats.
Тимми, все.
Congrats.
I think Russia should be happy with this result.
Yeah, Russia improved and they did a great game, and I think we can congratulate them to the playoff spot if Scotland beats Norway Oppdalsbanken on sheet number 3. And right now that game is
Yeah, Scotland is up 42
Yeah.
after 6 ends.
no after 7 because they played the 8, but they haven't put up the numbers on the board, so we're not sure there. But as everything looks right now, Russia is in the playoffs and they deserve that spot.
They definitely do. It will be interesting to see how they do. Because, yeah, they've had a great game.
Yeah, very good.
И первый, и второй тоже.
And thank you, Greta, and good luck
Thank you.
in the playoffs.
Thank you.
And my name is Matthias Marbergs, and be looking forward to see you again 6:30.
Программа контактных телефонов.
Происходит, да.